Good morning, happy Sunday, guys. Welcome back to our channel here. Claude Jessica living in the Philippines. How do you know if you've picked the right woman from the Philippines or Thailand or somewhere in Asia? For that fact, in Ukraine or anywhere else. I mean, even here in the U.S., I already know what it's like here. And, being a Christian and trying to date women in my church back in the day, and I always had a complaint. Oh, well, I'm still trying to get over my divorce, which happened 15 years ago. Seriously. Oh, find yourself a spirit-filled woman. Yeah, okay. Jessica was Catholic when I met her. Anyways, from finding someone from Asia or the Philippines, and just suggestion, I mean, don't run into going to get married like you talk for 30, 60 days, and you run to the Philippines, you try and do a K-1 visa, or you want to stay there a while and do a spousal visa. Yeah, I don't think so. Me and my wife talked for 4 years. I couldn't meet her. Well, I couldn't get a passport back then. I had some child support issues I didn't know about. Well, I mean, I knew, but I had a son. I was told he wasn't mine. So I couldn't get a passport, and I was speaking to another woman for 4 years. She couldn't wait. Spoke to another one. She couldn't wait either. But that's besides the point of that. Me and Jessica talked for twice a day for 2 years. She was in Kuwait at the time when we started talking and yapping or whatever you want to call it. And then she went back home. I still couldn't get my passport to go at the time. Still had a couple grand to pay off. And she was home for maybe 8 months. She said she can't wait. She got a job in Hong Kong. So to her, it seemed like I always had an excuse. But me telling you guys all of this stuff it gave us time to get to know each other. It wasn't planned that way, because if I could have, I would have went to see her the first year I started talking to her. I would have even went to Kuwait. And I always says, I'm not going to the Middle East. But I did go to Saudi Arabia. But anyways, yeah, I get the time to know them. Jessica's from province life, province girl, poor area. Her parents are poor. But Jessica, out of her brothers and sisters, is the one who decided, well, she ain't sitting around in sugarcane, farmland, banana trees. So she went to work immediately. A lot of OFWs in the Philippines. A lot of nurses, a lot of good people. And she just decided she was going to work. So she went to Hong Kong, and after a couple of months, I said, oh, I'm going to be there in March. I'm going to be there. She's like, yeah, sure. But she held on. One time she even left me for a month. I didn't hear from her for a few weeks, and she contacted me on Viber. Oh, sorry about that, but I got to work. So there's good work ethics in people from Asia, at least, my experience. And I got my passport, I think in February, got my tickets. Went to meet her for the first time in Hong Kong. I couldn't file my K-1 papers until after I met her the first time. And she actually only got 1 day off a week. People thought I was crazy. I was there for 5 days. I only got to see her for like 8 hours. That's right, guys. 8 hours. I flew across the world. But it was great for me. I wanted to see Bruce Lee's statue. I was into martial arts and stuff back in the day. I didn't get to see the statue, but I had a little gift she bought me. As soon as me and Jessica meet, she handed me a brand new pair of sneakers and some stuff. I felt like an idiot. I don't even know if I had flowers. I did have an older iPhone I wanted to give her, though. But get to know each other. I can't say much about city girls. I'm quite sure there's a lot of nice ones. You don't really want to find one in the red light district, Walking Street, although there's probably really nice women there that took those jobs because they had no choice. But get to know the person. Spend time. Spend a year. If you're retired already, just go over there and hang out. You don't have to run off and go get married. You want to know the person, make sure they're not already married, have kids, or you're being scammed and stuff like that. And, you know, that's just my experience. I mean, fortunately, I was able to get to know Jess. And it was a great pick. My wife's awesome. We have our ups and downs like every other couple. But we talk. We say, I love you when I drop you off. When she gets in the car, I love you. On the phone, goodbye, honey, love you. She told me she works with a lady. Her and her husband don't even talk when they come home. They go out to eat once in a while. That's the existence, you know what I mean? We're not like that. And perfect love casts out all fear. So I'm blessed to have Jessica. I'm blessed to have these little kids. My daughter's about to start walking. She took 3 steps last night. That's right, guys. And I'm 66. I got some harsh comments about being my age. And why would you want little brats? Well, I don't actually care what you think. I'm still blessed. But spend time. Get to know the person. Biggest thing, get to know your the person you're dating. But just a little food for thought there, guys. I mean, how do you know? How do you figure out how to pick your future wife from the Philippines? You know, I would say go with a province girl just because. But you could run into problems there too. And if you go there and you do the spousal visa and you get married in the Philippines, and your wife has no rights to come to the U.S. unless you go through the visa process, which takes like over a year. Don't leave her and come back to the U.S. That's the craziest thing. Why would you leave your person you love? You know, I know someone who did that. It's just so full of crap. You don't want to leave the person you love if you really love them. And some of the girls think, well, they're marrying an American or somebody from the UK or Australia. They're going to be rich. I'm not rich. I'm rich with my family. And that's it. I found a good woman. And that's just the way it is. I used to ask, oh, what about my belly? I got a big belly. She says, I don't know what thinking about your belly. But different worlds altogether, guys. Well, you guys have a wonderful week to come. Be blessed. My kids are asleep at the moment. I'm drinking some coffee. I gotta buy a new coffee pot. I tried this pour over thing, but it's not really working out too well. All right. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate it, guys. And you know what to do. Thank you.